Welcome back. It is Soul Sunday, the 2024 VIP Socio Mastermind Expo. Today we have a presentation that I can't relate to. I can't, not even a little bit. So I had to go get one of my favorite people, the pretty girl herself, Miss Ronika Ward, to come talk to you about womb wellness. So she's going to share with you about womb wellness. So let me bring her to the stage here. Ronika is amazing. She inspires me every day. And when you have friends that pray over you, who do business with you, and that help push you in good directions, it's just an amazing thing. So I'm honored and so grateful to have Ronika on. Let me add her to the stage here. Ronika, are you there?
I am here. I am here, Preston.
Oh man, we are going to be blessed. So I am going to hop off the stage, but just tell the people a little bit about yourself. Tell them your background, and then go into this womb wellness, what that means. I'm curious to learn more about it because I can't say I know a whole lot about that, but I do have a daughter, so I should probably start learning. So I'm excited for this, and without further ado. Miss Ronika Ward from Pretty Girls Wax Parlor.
Thank you so much, Preston. I'm so glad to be here. I'm just so humbled to be here. I would say so. I am Ronika Ward, the owner and founder of Pretty Girls Wax Parlor, and Pretty Girls Wax Parlor is a full-service Brazilian wax and wellness spa. We also offer all services from waxing, facials, vajacials, Johnny steams, and more. But a lot of people ask me, like, what makes you get into wax and how did you end up doing this? And that's, you just, my first answer is always, you never know where God's going to take you because I never knew I would be in a space of healing these women, creating a safe space so women can come to even feel comfortable because waxing is so intimate. So let's start there. I didn't know that. But however, I see where God lead me to now because I'm able to heal and I'm able to reach. And not only that, I'm able to build a safe space for women to come through to just heal, release those traumas that we carry. And I would say womb wellness because we carry everything in our womb. And when we don't clear our womb and our womb is cloudy with traumas and heartbreak and different things that we take on is suppressed. It's being suppressed. So the importance of womb wellness I wanted to introduce to my salon is to be able to just be able to share with women the importance of getting your yoni steams, things like that. But I'm gonna take you back from my background. But I'm originally from Baltimore, Maryland. I've been a cosmetologist, a master cosmetologist, probably for about 18 years now. I started out very long ago doing hair, which led me to doing waxing now, and I absolutely love it. You just never know where God's gonna take you. And again, I've always been so creative with making women feel and look their best. I was a hairstylist for many, many years. And when the pandemic hit, I'm like, I still want to be in the industry, but what can I do to be in the industry and still be able to serve? Because at the end of the day, I'm a servant. I'm a healer and I'm a servant. I know that. So I'm like, what can I do to be in a space to still heal and make women feel and look their best? And when the pandemic hit, I was able to learn. This lady trained me, and she was the best of best teachers. So she trained me how to wax, and I just took that and I ran with it. So 4 years, fast forward, because I just celebrated my fourth anniversary. I've been a full-time entrepreneur for 4 years now. So I just celebrated 4 years from where I started from into now. So it always amazes me because, where I'm at now, I dreamed about where I'm at. Back then it was like it was a vision. I was going to work every day, writing things down, what I need to do to have my own spot. And God blew my mind with Pretty Girls Wax Parlor. And I'm just a living witness. When you be obedient and know that you can't turn away from what God called you to do, regardless of what it looked like. And when I tell a story, people don't believe me. When I opened up Pretty Girls Wax Parlor, the bigger location, I didn't have the funding. I didn't have the resources. Only thing I had was the faith of a mustard seed. That's all I had. That's all. My baby girl just woke up. Hey, baby, I'm on live. Give me a second. But only thing I had was faith as a mustard seed. And I tell people like, what you mean you didn't have the funds? I didn't have any of that. But God told me to go. God told me to go to that building, and He told me to open it up. Quiet, you gotta be quiet. He told me to open it up. And from then on, I just been trusting him. And I've been in a space of just making a space feel so comfortable that when women come in there, they feel welcome, they feel loved, they feel like they're supposed to be there. And that all comes from me going through the things I had to go through to be where I'm at now. So I'm able to be relatable. My daughter like, good job, keep it down, please. I say. She like, good job. But I'm able to be relatable because I've been through so many different things. I've been through heartbreak. You know, both of my parents have transitioned. You know, I've been through foster care. You know, I'm from Baltimore. My parents was drug addicts, both of them, not one, but both. You know, my sister been murdered through gang violence. So I've been through these different things, but God placed me in a space so women can come to me and I'm able to let them know, sis, it is a light at the end of the tunnel. You know, you will get through this, because guess what? I'm a living witness, and God did all this for me. He gonna do it for you as well too. And I was just telling the lady this morning, because we had an amazing sleepover last night, and it was about us connecting and sharing our stories, and we got so much more common than we know. You know, I've been through heartbreak, burying my dad. So I know what that looked like. I know what losing a sister feels like. I know what going through these different things, so Pretty Girls Wax Parlor is a safe space for women to come to and just to feel pretty from the inside out. Not just feel pretty, but just not just look pretty, but feel pretty from the inside out, because it starts with your womb. And I'm just a vessel that God uses so I can, to let these women know this is a place you can come to. If you've never had a yoni steam before, if you never had a wax before, because waxing, I told somebody the other day, waxing is a lifestyle. It's not something you just do, oh, let me just try to get waxed. No, it's a lifestyle, like you going to the gym. You getting waxed every month, so it's a lifestyle. So when the girls get it, the girls who get waxed get it, the girls who don't. But I'm able to reach a lot more women to break down those barriers of getting waxed, because they feel like it's too painful or they uncomfortable, and things like that. So I'm able to break those barriers down so women can come to get waxed and feel comfortable. And guess what? They get to come to somebody as a sister that looks familiar, because guess what? This is not our culture, so they get to see a familiar face in this space. I'm not just doing a wax. I'm connecting with you. I'm talking with you. It's an intimate space. It's very intimate, and I'm just amazing how we're growing, and everybody who come there, like, we need this, we need Pretty Girls Wax Parlor. So I'm just glad that I'm just obedient enough to keep doing God's work, because it's not, I would have never guessed in a million years that I'll be doing what I'll be doing. I have never would have guessed that. I promise you, I would have not guessed this. But however, I see the alignment that God had to take me through these different things so I can be right where I'm at today. So not only are we talking about womb space, we talking about divine alignment, and divine alignment starts with self. It starts with inside. So we going deep so we can get to our higher selves, and the higher selves come from self-love. When we do the things that make us feel good, when we do the things that make us feel good, that's a part of self-love, whether it's going on a trail, whether it's journaling, whether it's, going to the gym, going to get your massage. You know how important it is to get a massage? A massage help with so many different things, So just getting your massages, getting your facials, getting your yoni steams, those things are for self-love, and that we need to implement in our regimen every month so we can be the best that we need to be. So we need to be the best. Like, I can't imagine doing all the things that I'm able to do. I'm a single mom of 3. So I can't imagine doing all these things if my body all broke down. I can't even, I'm not stretching, I can barely get out the bed, bogged down, my face is breaking out because I'm not eating the proper foods, I'm not using the proper cleansing products to cleanse my face. Like, those things are self-care, but those are things that make you feel and look your best. Because when you show up feeling good from the inside out, that's just what it is. You got to show up feeling good, but it starts from the inside. It definitely starts from the inside. So I'm just a blessing to be able to share what I know to these women so they can heal, they can grow, so they can be their best self. My daughter like, yes. Yes. So that's a little bit about me. Like I said, I'm originally from Baltimore, Maryland. I've been in Atlanta now for probably about, about 18 years. Yeah, about 18 years. And I love it here. And Atlanta is a special place for me because I was able to birth my dreams here. I dreamed about where I'm at. Where I'm at today, this is a dream, and it all started with this pen and paper, me writing down when I was at that waxing salon, when I was at working with somebody else, writing down my goals, my dreams, my visions, how I see my salon, how I want things. Like it was just a thought and now it manifested, you know. So I'm here to say whatever you see, whatever you speak out your mouth, so it shall be. And you can't have no fear and no doubt, you know, and you can't have no fear and no doubt about it because it was just a dream for me. And I'm a living witness of what God can do, you know, and what it looks like. But I definitely want to get into a few self-care tips that I want to share with you guys because even me journaling was now I have a book because me journaling I was able to heal the little girl inside of me, which helped me to release all that trauma in a sense. So just journaling, that's one of the tips I would say to help you all just with your self-care journey. Journaling is very important. And even, you know, just write out. I'm talking about really get deep. But if you feel like no one is going to read your journal, really get deep and pour everything out because that's what I did even in my book. Like I poured everything out and it was just such a relief. So when I go back and I look over what I wrote, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so powerful. I'm so strong. I overcame this. I survived that. So writing things out is definitely key. And I did say getting your massages. That's definitely key. And your yoni steams, you know, your yoni steams. And like I said, we're going to dive more into the womb wellness because all our intuition comes from our womb, from our womb space. If you go in the room and the energy is off, you're going to feel it right here. You're not going to feel it nowhere else. You're going to feel it right here. So having that aligned and being free from different energies that we come in contact with, you know, just is best for you to cleanse. And the benefits of the yoni steams to help with tightness, wetness, rejuvenation. It even soothes fibroids to help with your skin. It help with your sleep. You sleep. When I do a steam, I that's the best sleep I've ever had. You know, it's like I can sleep like a baby. I can sleep like a baby. So it helps with that. You know, it just makes you feel good, you know, and the herbs that we use are, you know, natural herbs that I handpick. I just went out the other day and I got some fresh herbs, you know, and the herbs that we use is great. We use sage, we use cinnamon, you know, rose petals, lavender, things like that, coriander, you know, hibiscus, you know, healing herbs, you know, that help your womb space. So I definitely recommend you ladies get a yoni steam. If you don't do anything else before 2025, if you can, please get a yoni steam. And we are doing I'm taking $25 off. If you book your steam and type in Expo, I'm doing $25 off for yoni steams for the whole month of January. So if you on this live, type in you can definitely come and you book with us. We are on VIP Social for a $25 off for your yoni steam for sure, because it's amazing. So definitely things like that. And getting into the womb space is like we have to honor our womb, not just when we're birthing a child. I think I was just telling somebody the other day, you know, because I do Brazilian waxing. So when I give someone a mirror to even look at their just to even look when I'm finished, they don't even want to look at their yoni. They don't even want to see it. So you have women don't even want to connect and don't even want to look at it. I'm like, how can you not look at it? It's it's yours. But you have women who don't want to look at it, who don't even want to acknowledge her. So if you don't acknowledge her, how's she gonna acknowledge you? You know, so you got to understand that. So you need to connect. You know, it's different techniques that I can show you too, and just to connect them with your womb space and just simple, like, you know, you can put your hands on your womb, lay your hands on your womb, and just be quiet and just close your eyes and just be quiet. Like things like that, you know, things like that. You can just be quiet, listen to her, you know, listen to her and just, you know, just hear her, you know. So different things like that, just deep breathing, doing, you know, different meditations will have you deeply connected with her. But definitely honor her, because you have women don't even want to look down there. I'm like, how could you not even want to connect, you know? So that's a disconnect right there. So bridging the gap for women to be more conscious and be more aware of your yoni space, because even in our culture, we didn't know that. You know, we didn't know how to connect. You know, you never heard of anything like that unless you about to start your menstrual, you know, or things like that, and, you know, practicing safe sex. But other than that, you don't talk about anything else connecting when it comes to your womb space. So Pretty Girls Wax Parlor is we bridge the gap to not only offer these services, but to educate women on the importance of yoni steams, the importance of getting massages, the importance of getting facials, and the importance of getting waxing. It's even a benefit in waxing. You don't have to deal with the bumps, the irritation, of it all. You don't have to worry about your hair growing back, and things like that. So it's so many benefits to taking care of you. And everything starts with you. Everything starts with you first. I'm telling you. And if you cannot show up and be who you need to be if you're not first. So you have to be a little bit selfish when it comes to your self-care and implementing these routines into your lifestyle, because it starts with you. It starts with you and you first. My mom, as she transitioned, she would tell me that it starts with you. You got to make sure you together. How can you pour into a community? How can I show up to Pretty Girls Wax Parlor when Ronika not together? So the things that I'm telling y'all to do, I had to do these things too. I was telling somebody, yes, I suffer with postpartum depression. Yes, I suffer with anxiety. So it's different things that you have to do, so you can manage you can manage your stress level. And if you're not getting a massage, the anxiety, the stress, the pressures, you being a mom, you being a businesswoman, like all that pressure is just piled up in your back. It's piled up in your back. It's piled up in your back. So definitely getting your massage so you can release these different things. So, and then traumas, trauma is in our back too. So massage is so important for that, so I recommend everybody, that's like a big one to put that one in your routine too, your regimen, because massages is definitely key. I had one yesterday and it was only just probably like a 15-20 massage, 15-20 minutes, but it was still, I released so much from my shoulders, because I carry a lot of grief, back here in my shoulders. So I was able to release a lot. So I just encourage you guys still just to do, stretches when you just sitting at, if you work from home, if you just sitting in a chair, just different, your posture, different stretches you can do to open up your heart chakra, different things like that. So definitely want to stretch and just be in alignment with where you are. Like, it don't even take much for you to feel good. You just got to do it. You just have to do it. You just have to do it. And I know for me, stretching is key, and stretching is key for a lot of us, and we had a sleepover last night, and, we was moving and our hips and everything like that. But we released so much last night because we was able to move our hips. So when you move your hips, it's like a spiritual, it's something going on spiritual when you're able to release and move. So I encourage, even if you at home, and y'all always know, if I'm on live, I'm moving, I'm dancing, because guess what? I'm releasing. I'm releasing all that. I'm releasing all that energy. I'm letting it go. When I dance and move, I'm shedding that stuff off like it don't serve me any longer. So I'm always moving my hips. I'm always moving, my waist. I'm always grinding up thing, but it's releasing so much. So when you see me moving, that's why. That's why. I'm like, oh, she's so free. She's so, yes, because it's release. So I encourage you, when you at home with your kids, put the music on. Y'all dance, y'all just dance and just put some, some good, I'm talking about some really good music on, ways so you can really get in there and you can just let go like you a kid again. Every time I dance, I feel like I'm a kid again, and I'm in a room by myself and no one is watching me. So when I be dancing and going, it's like something spiritual going on within me. It's like something spiritual going on within me, because I'm just able to release and let go. And that's why I encourage you all to just continue to release and dance and move. You don't have to go out to the club. You don't have to go out anyway. You can just do it in the privacy of your own home and just cut the music on and just go. And just go. So I'm a big fan of dancing. That was one of the things too. I'm a big fan of just dancing and releasing all that energy, and things like that. So definitely keeping those things into your self-care regimen. I definitely promise you, you will feel so much better. You will feel so much better. So yeah, moving on from that. And just questions I want to, implement when it comes to yoni steams. A lot of people ask, how often do I need to steam? I would recommend you doing a yoni steam once a month. You can do them if you have heavy Menstruals, I would recommend you doing before you steam because it kind of ease the process when you're about to come on your cycle. So I would recommend, or you can steam when you come off. I like to pretty much steam when I come off just to get everything back aligned, get, everything back fresh and things like that. So I personally like to steam when I'm coming off my cycle. So it's no right or wrong time to steam, but it's up to you. And I always would say, when ladies come into the parlor when they steam, I always let them know you're gonna feel warm, but if it get too hot, we can always cut it back down. I don't want no one to suffer in silence because it's not supposed to be you sitting on the pot and you burning. I hear a lot of stories when it comes to that, like, oh, I'm not doing that no more. It's too hot. So I let people know when they steam with me, we go over a little few-minute consultation. I ask them questions I need to ask them. Are you pregnant? Things like that. Are you on your cycle? So things like that I ask them before we even steam. But I also tell them and educate them, if it get too hot, we can always adjust it and cut it back down. I don't want no one just to sit there and suffer in silence because it's not supposed to be so hot. Like, it's not supposed to burn you. You're not supposed to just sit on there and just be boiling. Like, no. So I definitely let people know we can always adjust it and cut it back down. So that's one of the things I wanted to clear up about that. And then a lot of people say, well, my doctor said it's not, I shouldn't do it, and things like that. You have to do what's best for you. However, I've been steaming myself for 15 years, and I can't imagine my life without it. A friend of mine introduced me to Yanni Steams literally 15 years ago, and I personally cannot. That was the best thing she could have ever done. She ordered me a seat and herbs. So I was doing it at the privacy of my own home, and we do sell Yanni herbs as well. So if you don't want to come into the parlor and steam, you can, take your herbs. You would need a seat though, or a little pot, but you can steam in the privacy of your own home because some women just it's not that open yet, and that's okay. I force nothing, so some women are not just open, and that's fine. So you can steam in the privacy of your own home. So I definitely want to put that out there too. We do sell herbs as well on the VIP social app, Pretty Girls VIP social. So we do sell herbs. We sell Yanni oil. We make our own sugar scrub. So we do on Yanni soap as well too. So we do make our own in-house products and herbs together. So you can purchase those from us as well. And we also partnered up with Chic Habits. So Chic Habits is like they have like this African healing salt, and these salts are so powerful and they so amazing. They cleanse your aura. It's an aura cleansing salt. And the sister Massey is absolutely amazing. So I implement her salts with our Yanni herbs, and when I say a release. Oh, when I even tried. Well, she told me that's, she did a steam and she put a little salt into her Yanni steam. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna try it myself. So when I tried it, I was calling her cry. I was releasing so much, and I never had a Yanni steam that was so powerful. So I said, you know what, I want everyone to experience this. And so now she implement the salts for the Yanni steams, and she sell those at Pretty Girls Wax Parlor as well. So that's one of the things that we implement in our Yanni steams. And when I tell you just the healing from those salts alone to release anything that no longer serve you, I literally felt everything just releasing from me. And I called this sis up crying like, sis, I've never felt like this doing a Yanni steam. I never felt this way. So definitely, like I said, we different. We do our things different, and a lot of women who have come to us for a first time wax, like, oh, I thought it was going to be so painful, or it wasn't so bad. So, and that's what I love to hear. I love to be able to introduce waxing to us women, us colored women for us, because we need to experience this feeling because it's nothing like it. Once you start waxing, that's it. I say, once you start waxing and once I wax you, because I'm the best at ever, I'm the wax guru herself. So if I wax you, you definitely coming back. I know for sure you coming back. And we are a 5-star salon. We are located in Jonesboro, 7420 South Lake Parkway. And thank God we have been a 5-star salon since I opened. So I'm doing something right. Everybody not lying. I remember one of my clients she went to leave a review. She said, you treat everybody like this. I thought I was special. But everybody who comes through Pretty Girls Wax Parlor is treated with care because I love my business. I love what I'm able to do. So, and I handle that with care. So everybody who comes through there, I'm treating you. I'm giving you self-love. I'm pouring into you. Give me a hug, sis. We supposed to get 12 hugs a day, and I make sure I get my 12 hugs. Give me a hug, sis. Some women just need a hug. Some women just going through so much. They just want some hot tea. They just want to come sit on the couch. They just want to come and just release and just be free and just let it go. And guess what? God used me to be a vessel to be in that space. So these ladies know Pretty Girls Wax Parlor is a sanctuary. It's not just a waxing space. It's a sanctuary that we hold space for healing. You understand? So I shade for that. So I'm just blessed to be a vessel for women just to come to and just be loved on and be nurtured, because I know what that's like. Again, I'm a foster child. I didn't have that. So that's something that I always wanted women to pour into me. And I'm able to do that now with my daughters, and with the women who come in there, and I'm able to bless and able to bless me, because I need a hug sometimes too. I'm not perfect. So sometimes I need a hug. And it's an energy exchange. So I'm so grateful to be in this space, to be able to connect with these women, so we can receive from each other, and that's it. Yesterday when I did my when we did our sleepover, it was more so I had some fortune cookies, and one of my fortune cookies said something like have an open heart, because I had a few of them. Something was like have an open heart, but that's so true about everything, because we have to have an open heart with everything. We have to have an open heart, but connecting with different people. You got so many women and people that they've been hurt by so many people, where as though they scared to connect. So, and I would used to be one of them, being real guarded, being so closed, not want to get too close to people, so opening up your heart chakra, open up your heart to new possibilities and new things to come, and I'm so grateful for my mastermind family, so I'm able to do that. And if you're looking for a group of amazing, a network of amazing entrepreneurs, individuals, I suggest you join Mastermind. And yes, please join Mastermind, because I'm telling you, this type of network, what I seen last night, how we all come together, like it was so many masterminds in the building. It was like we were so deep. It's like a level of power when we all get together, like the energy and the vibration. I love it, and that's when I didn't get a chance to pray last night. But I love when we get together and we can connect and pray and just fellowship. But we did fellowship last night and just come together. Like it feels so good, because we all want to see each other win. We all want to, and we all not only want to see each other win, we all help each other win. We promote, we support each other businesses. We keep it in a family. It's a network. It's a network. So I love that about us. I'm sorry, I already got to give Mastermind their credit when credit is due, because I wouldn't be here without Mastermind. So I shade for Mastermind. But I think those were some of the things that I think I covered most of everything that I wanted to cover. I know I kind of got off topic because I let spirit go. Before I got on, I said, spirit, lead me. I'm going to talk about wound wellness, but I also want to talk about just the importance of you got to do what you got to do to make you happy. Because I've been in that space of depression. I've been in that space of anxiety. I've been in that space of, not caring about myself and not loving myself enough to walk away from things that didn't serve me. So I've been in that space. So I'm just able to come out of that space, and how I had to get out, I had to do the things that make me feel good. I couldn't have written my book if I wasn't happy. You can't do nothing when you unhappy. You can't start a business when you can't do these things when you unhappy. But when you get up and just put one step in front of the other and keep going, you're gonna see the fruits of your labor. Because I've seen it now, and God blows my mind every day. When I turn that key into that building, God blows my mind, because guess what? I didn't even have a dime when I came there. I didn't even have one red cent to be opening up a brick and mortar building without no business plan, without no funding. But God told me to do it. God told me to do it. And I'm just so happy I was obedient enough. So God blew my mind every day. And just for the amount of support that I have from Mastermind family, I'm so thankful and I'm so grateful. Just to be able, so I can continue to do what I do, because we have challenges, but when your family come together and pour in and pour into you, like, oh no, sis, we not letting this go. We're going to do whatever we got to do to save and keep your business. And that's what they did for me. Yeah, that's what they did for me, because, like any other businesses, it was challenging, but when your family come together and what we're going to do, we're going to raise money for this. We're going to do this. When they come in and pour into you, my God, my God. So that's my time, I think. But I thank you guys so much, because just Oh man, just a level of support you guys pour into each and every one of us. Like I shade to be here. I shade to be connected with you guys. I shade. That's why I said, Preston, oh, we celebrating you. Like we wouldn't be here without you, you know. So we definitely celebrating you, Preston. And I'm so grateful, and I'm saying we, because I'm speaking for all of us. I'm speaking for me and my kids. I'm speaking for the whole tribe. You know, we also grateful just for this space and this opportunity to be in and to shed our light onto others so they can know what we're about. So I shade for this opportunity. I shade for this. Yeah, that's me. That's my time.
Hey, Ronnie, I'm so grateful for you. And you, like I said, inspire me every day. Like I know how hard you work, the energy and the love. I know how mother you are, and like challenges that you face and you overcome like a champion that you are. It's just beautiful, and you inspire me. One of the things I love about you is that you're not afraid to be vulnerable, and that's one of the things that like it's not like you'll let it out. You gonna put it out there. You gonna share, and then you gonna go to work.
Yeah.
And that's the best part of it. Like, all right, yeah, what happened, but guess what? I'm a warrior, and I overcome it. So, can you just tell everybody just a little bit about your book? Um,
Absolutely.
that way they can read a little bit about your story. Um, like I said, she inspires me. I think if you read where she's coming from and see a little bit about her journey, um, it will inspire you as well. So just tell us a little bit about your book, and I'll put your store link down on the bottom so that way people can support and check you out.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yes. Thank you so much for that. But Something to Make a Bird Sing is a memoir about my life. Again, I grew up in Baltimore, Maryland. I went through so many different group homes and foster care, foster homes since the age of 8, all the way up until I was like 13 years old, just being, just displaced in different group homes and going through as a teenage girl, my mom and my dad, I'm trying to figure out life while they, full-time addicts. And I have siblings that need me as well. So Something Embarrassing is a motivational story, how I just became resilient, how I never gave up on my faith, how God just kept his hands on me because like I said, I lost my sister to gang violence. And for me to be here, to go, I'm not even supposed to be here, the lifestyle that I was living, because of that I was so close and living in the streets. Just being in the streets of Baltimore is very rough and people don't understand. But I thank God I don't look like what I've been through. But Something to Make a Bird Sing is just my testimony, how God just never, he always had his hands on me. And my grandmother always said, regardless of what it looked like, keep praying. My mom was a full-time addict, she was a full-time junkie, and she looked the part. So when I would see her, I just couldn't believe that was my mother, but I had to I never stopped praying. My grandmother said, don't stop praying, don't stop praying for her. And I didn't. So when my mother was able to get clean, I saw her through, she was sober for about 14 years. And to God be the glory with that. So I was able to build a relationship with her, and I was able to heal that relationship that I had with her and my father. So Something to Make a Bird Sing is not only healing relationships, it's just how I went on my healing journey to become who I am. And God took me to Ghana in 2010. So I was able to know that it's not about me, it's about me helping someone else out. And you will get all the information in the book because it's an amazing quick read. It's just about my life and how God just continued to keep his hands on me. And not only that, I kept working too. It's a lot of work I had to do. I had to do a lot of work, and I had to do a lot of overcoming to be where I'm at to this day. So just a lot of resilience, strength, tenacity, and just courage to keep going. So you can find a book, Something to Make a Bird Sing, in the VIP or social app, or you can always come by the salon and get your copy, and I can sign it for you. That's it.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. This has been Soul Sunday. That's Ronika Ward. She is the goddess herself, and we're so grateful for
That's
you.
it.
And thank you, thank you, thank you. Jay Chris wanted to just say before you take off real quick, we're gonna let him in real
He gonna
quick.
say,
He
"Listen."
lost still. He's still lost.
Listen, listen, listen. I'm still lost. You know what I mean? Someday they're gonna find me. I appreciate you rolling out the red carpet for me. You know what I mean? I definitely enjoyed my time here in Atlanta. I definitely wish I could have stayed longer. Great energy. Meeting you for the first time, that big hug took a weight off of me. You know, to say the least. You know, you made me feel comfortable. Just imagine what you do with the ladies. So, great job, great presentation.
Thank you. I say,
Shortly after takeoff, we will serve complimentary soft drinks, juice, and coffee.
All right, this is the Mastermind. Thank you. Go support Pretty Girls Wax Parlor. We'll see you soon. All right, bye-bye.
I say.